know if I look pregnant, but man, I feel pregnant. My body, my mind, I have pregnancy brain. I can't remember anything right now. Like if I try to log into an application and my password doesn't autofill, I'm not logging in. Because when you forget your password, then they ask you those security questions. Does anyone else feel like those security questions are trying to trick them? You know, the ones that are like, what's your father's middle name? That's not my business. Or the one, they'll be like, what was the make and model of your first car? I don't know, I'm a girl. It was blue. But then they'll throw you with this one. They'll be like, who was your best friend in high school? That's a very subjective question, Gmail. Like, I don't know, I guess Jasmine was my freshman year, but then she started doing this thing where she was always twinning with Veronica, and she wouldn't let me be a part of it because twins are just two people, which I thought was unnecessarily exclusive. But through a weird turn of events, Veronica and I actually became really close. So she was my best friend for a while, but then one day on AIM, she told Joey Catazuro that I was a slut. Now, obviously, that got back to me, so I stopped hanging out with her altogether and spending time with this girl, Penelope, who I knew from theater, and she was great, and we were so tight and so close, but then at the prom, she made out with my ex-boyfriend. So I guess Jasmine? Gmail's like, that answer does not match our records. Because I freaking left caps lock on. It's a lot, man. It's a lot to be pregnant. It's hard, and I have to say, I'm very lucky, though, because my husband has been really great throughout the whole thing, Yeah, thank you. Yeah, he's been supporting me and taking care of me, and it's not enough. No, pregnancy is the ultimate group project where one person does all of the work. Like, my husband showed up, he brought his markers, and now I'm out here, I'm creating the poster, knowing full well when we hand it in, I will have post-poster depression. I am coming up with the presentation. I'm delivering it flawlessly. And then the teacher hands us back the poster and is like, you both get an A. So it's just too much. Frankly, I am floored we have not come up with a better way to do this yet. So you are telling me in the year 2025, this is still the best way to propagate the species? Like, we have driverless cars. We have artificial intelligence. We have little buttons you could put on the ground that your dog could step on to speak English to you. We don't have a better way to make new babies. I'm just like spitballing here, but couldn't we 3D print them? I've been thinking a lot about the kind of parent I want to be. So I've been thinking a lot about my own parents and how I grew up, and well, I'm an only child. And yeah, thank you. I'm not just an only child, though. I am also the only grandchild on both sides. Yeah, I didn't get a lot of attention growing up. Seriously, look, I got a lot of attention, but it's hard to be an only child. I mean, your parents, they put all of their hopes and dreams on you. Like, they don't have a B team. Like my mom literally put all of her eggs in one basket. Basket case here, okay? And I don't know, whenever people hear I'm an only child, they always ask, oh man, you must have been so lonely. Did you even play? And I'm like, guys, I played all the time. I was fine, like any little kid. I loved patty cake, or as I called it, clapping. But the truth is I wasn't lonely, because like I said, I had these 4 grandparents who were there for everything, which is objectively too much attention. No one needs it. Does anybody here remember their first day of kindergarten? Going to school for the first time? Yeah? Okay, you could just shout it out. Who was there with you on the bus? Who watched you get on the bus?
Mommy, Dad.
Mom, Dad. Yeah, normal stuff. On my first day of kindergarten, waving me off as though I was some Victorian child boarding the Titanic. Standing in the driveway was my mom, my dad, my grandma, my grandpa, my other grandma, my other grandpa, 2 great aunts, and a great uncle. Taylor Swift has less paparazzi. Like, I am not kidding you when I tell you I have done stand-up shows for less people than came with me to the DMV to get my license. It's kind of embarrassing. You're 9 years old, you have a full cheering squad when you go to soccer sign-ups. People are like, why do your parents drive a minivan? They have one kid. And I was like, well, I can't go anywhere without my geriatric entourage. People thought my parents worked for the local nursing home. As like the drivers. Every once in a while, like a rogue octogenarian would just like get in my dad's car and be like, can we go to the orthopedic? And we'd be like, sure. But it was actually very sweet. I mean, my grandparents, they never missed a milestone. It was so nice. They were there when I was taking my first steps or when I was graduating high school. It was like a little weird when I was losing my virginity. I mean, not for me. I was used to it. The guy was like, who are these old people? I was like, don't worry about them. You know, they're just gonna come here, take a couple pictures, put them in the scrapbook. When we're done, we can all talk about our triglycerides. No, but I liked my childhood. As an only child, I'm very close with my parents. But the thing is, they parent very differently. Like my dad thinks I can do nothing wrong, you know? Like I could literally be standing over a dead body, holding the bloody knife, and my dad would be like, she didn't do it. And my mom would be like, she didn't do it right. I swear to God, I could murder someone, my mom would criticize every step of the process. She'd be like, really, Shannon? That's the knife you used? Have I taught you nothing? Serrated is for bagels, not for homicide. We'd like get to the precinct. My dad would be like, she's innocent, we need bail. My mom would be like, let me see your mugshot. This is not a good picture of you. Okay? You know this is your bad side. And also, could you smile with your mouth open, please? Okay? I did not pay the orthodontist thousands of dollars for you to smile with your mouth closed. And that's just mothers and daughters. Because I swear, my mom and I, we are very close. I call my mom every day. Every day. Anybody else here? Yeah. I call my mom every day, multiple times a day, and I thought everyone did this, and then I married a man. And I don't think my husband has called his mom in this calendar year. No, I swear to God, I talk to my mother-in-law more than he does. Like, I called her the other day, and I casually was like, well, you know, because Pat's going to Florida tomorrow. And she goes, oh, he is? He didn't tell me that. I was like, Pat, you didn't tell your mom you were going to Florida? I tell my mom when I'm going from the bedroom to the living room. Also, if you go to Florida and you don't tell your mom, who's gonna tell you what you're supposed to pack? But the thing is, they're very close. He loves his mother, they have a great relationship. I just don't think boys call their mom. And like I said, I am having a son. No, it's fine. I've already come to terms with the fact that someday this kid, he's never gonna call me. In fact, I'll be surprised if he even saves my number in his phone. Seriously, I'm gonna be like some girl he's trying to ghost. I'm gonna be like texting him like, hey, haven't seen you in a while. How's everything going? And it'll pop up on his phone like, maybe mom, Hinge.